Hey guys, welcome along. Bit of a different video for me today. So, what I've decided to do is have a sit down and a chat with you. And the reason for that is, recently I have been getting a lot of questions about my journey on the law of attraction, manifestation, and how you do it, specifically around. So, anybody who has started that journey knows that in order to make it real, you have to be grateful for it as if you've received it. And that's the thing I always struggled with. I've been practicing this for years now, and I've never really quite got to grips with that side of it. I can imagine it, but I really genuinely never felt grateful for the thing that was in the future. I just kept thinking, I can't wait to have that. It's going to feel amazing when I get that. When I get that, I'm going to do this, that and the other. And realistically, it should be, I'm so grateful that I have, or I'm so grateful I was able to. So I think I've cracked it, guys, and I'm here to tell you how to do it, same as me, hopefully. So there are a couple of tools I use. There's loads of books and I'm going to go into them later, but there's a couple of tools I use every single day. Now, it does require a bit of time, but not a lot. I'd say maybe 5 minutes of a morning, 5 minutes of an evening, something like that. But I'll tell you it anyway. So, the first thing. So when I ordered this book, the person who personalised it for me must have thought I was crazy. They must have been thinking, is she okay? Because I got a plain old notebook and it says on the front, I'm glad I didn't die today, because the reason that I wanted that was because when I first started out on this journey, I started thinking about the things I was grateful for, and I was thinking things like, I'm grateful for my house, I'm grateful for my car, I'm grateful for my latest bag or my latest pair of shoes. I was thinking about largely material things, but not all material things, but really like quite significant things. I went through a really tough time last February, and I remember it hit me right then that they're not, and I know you hear this a million times, but genuinely sit and think about this, they're not the things that make you happy. Yes, you're happy that you received the car, you got the Louis bag, you got the Louis Vuitton shoes, you're grateful, you're happy, they make you happy, but they don't happen often enough to make a significant difference on your journey. What I remember thinking was, I'm so glad that I got to spend today with the kids. I'm so glad that I got to eat that gorgeous meal. I'm so glad that bath was just gorgeous. I really appreciated just that one-on-one time with my hubby last night. That film was amazing. The little things, it's these little things that we so easily miss and take for granted. Yes, they make us feel good, but we don't think about them because we're always looking for that big thing in the future, and we're missing out on the little things that actually really do fuel us. Like, I love nothing more than seeing my kids or my grandkids, speaking to my husband, being able to take that gorgeous bath. I took the dog to the beach the other day, and just like the freedom to go and do that, it was just lovely. So then I started thinking to myself, okay, if you were about to die, which sounds crazy, truly what would be the things that, you know, made you happy? You would want to make sure them things happened before you died, which is why I called it I'm glad I didn't die today, because, and then it gets to say things like, I had a lovely dinner with Danielle and I ate it with her and Tom. I spent ages chatting to John, got to spend the day listening to Boss music, had a snuggle with the dogs, had a super productive day, got to have an early night, didn't have to work when I got home. You know, these, I know they might sound boring, And I'm not saying that my little wins are your little wins. They might not be, but just think about them things rather than the really mad big goals. They're the things I think of every day. So what I do every single day now, well, up to now, we're only on the 14th, are we on? Yeah, we're on the 14th today. This is how I implement this in the gratitude journey, if you like. So I'll spend 2 minutes filling out this book of the things I was grateful for the day before. Things that actually happened, little, big, anything you want, but you've got to have felt genuine gratefulness. And even now, when you sit and think about them things, they make you feel grateful. Pointless putting them in if you're lying. They've genuinely got to make you feel grateful. It also pushes you to do something every day, so you've got something for your list. So I spend 2 minutes every single day writing down the things that I was grateful for from the day before. Hello, Gorgeous Chops. Hi, handsome boy. Are you okay? Are you okay? You're the most handsome. Here's a bite. That'll be on my list tomorrow. So you go through you get a page in your book, date it at the top, and you'll write everything that you were genuinely grateful for the day before. Now, what I do is I will also sneak in, not like in a row, but like maybe one there, one in the middle, one towards the end, things that you are trying to manifest. So let me see if I can find an example for you. Okay, so here's one of my lists. Got to see Ellis, got to speak to Mace P and Jensen, had a gorgeous lunch, got all my socials up, got paid by John Lewis, trained Max, started my new book, took Rosie to the beach, and got another 1,000 subscribers. Now one of my dream brands is John Lewis, and I would love to work with them in the future. That's going to happen. So I put it in there as a thing I've been thankful for. I've been paid by John Lewis. So I've snuck them in between actual things that did happen. So then what I'll do is I'll sit for 2 minutes thinking about the things I was grateful for. And you do feel gratitude inside. And then once you're sneaking in them other things, you've still got gratitude inside you. Your brain doesn't know the difference about which ones were real and which ones were not real. Your subconscious has no clue. I know this because that's how I am no longer afraid of spiders. We taught me how to not be scared of spiders through using fake spiders, because the fear was still there, but my subconscious didn't know it was real or not. So I know this to be true for a fact. So my subconscious brain doesn't know which on that list did actually happen, but I've genuinely got that feeling of gratitude inside of me. So I am feeling grateful for things that have not come to me yet. Right, so then once I've sat with that for a couple of minutes and I'm genuinely feeling gratitude, I then turn to my manifestation journal. I got this made by a company called Simple Creations. I'll put their Instagram here. How gorgeous is that? So what I do with my manifestation journal, I'll normally do like a page and a bit, and in it I'll write as if I'm writing in an actual journal a day. So I'll tell you one of the days. I'm giving you all my secrets here. I'm not going to read the whole thing because that's embarrassing. Now this was from the 13th of January. After having a test drive of the Tesla, I decided to bite the bullet and buy it. I ordered the one in white. I'm so excited. It arrives in 2 weeks. I've wanted one for so long. Now, that's me in a state of gratitude because I've just done that. Thanking the universe for giving me my Tesla in white, which also is going to happen. So these things done every day. It sounds a lot when I'm saying it right here and now, but genuinely these both, these things genuinely take me at the very most 10 minutes a day, but a lot of the time not really, because I'm genuinely always thinking about these things that are coming to me. So I know the life I want to live. I know how my days are going to go, how I want my days to go. So it's not really that big of a, you don't have to sit there and like madly think up. You don't have to sit there and madly think up like a day. It should be inside you, especially given that you've just wrote your gratitude list and you've snuck them things in there. So they are the two main things that I do to put me in a state of gratitude, which enables me to manifest. So I got this off my daughter, and it is a law of attraction planner. It is, I mean, first of all, how pretty is that? But second of all, it has lots of things in it to get you on track in a mindset, like it's asking you questions, giving you hints and tips. And then on the days, I'm going to show you the day I haven't filled out. So on the days, it's got, is this a day? Oh, it's got goal of the week. It's got this week's priorities. And then in the goal of the week, you'll see, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's got reward if achieved. And then each day it's just like a normal diary, and then at the top it's got what are your priorities for the day, and then reward if achieved. So I just love it. I've been filling it in every single day, more as a diary, you know, like a planner diary, more that than law of attraction, because the sense of just that you get when you tick off everything that you've done, it's awesome and it's so pretty. So I will link this below. It's be the energy you want to attract. See guys. So they're the things I do every single day, just to get me in the right mind frame, the right mindset, and I am cooking on gas. And you know what, it's working up to now. If you've got any other ways, I'd love to hear them. I could maybe start implementing them, because I am all about it now. I am going for it strong. Having said that, here are some of the books I have read. So I've just finished this one by Vex King, Good Vibes, Good Life, and I really liked it. It was a good book to read while I'm in the mind frame. It was good to, I would say, if you were starting out on the law of attraction and you've read The Secret, or you couldn't vibe with The Secret, this is a really good book to read. If you are more advanced, there are a couple of good hints and tips in here, but overall you know what's in this book. But if you're starting out, this is a really, really good book to read. Ears will all know what this is. Feel the fear and do it anyway. I don't know why, but I have 2 copies of this book and I love it. It just explains, it breaks everything down to you so well that you understand them fear-based actions and you can take action. So another one I really loved. Has everybody read this book? I cannot get through it. This is the 3rd time I've tried to read this book and I cannot get through it. I've watched podcasts with Jen Sincero. I don't know if you can see it. Jen Sincero. And the podcasts are really, really good. Not podcasts, YouTube videos. But the book itself, I just can't get through it. I don't know what it is. I am going to try again. But I have this to read, which I've just started. Now, I read The Secret when it, well, you know, back when Sex and the City came out and made it famous. And it was brilliant. I watched the film. I've watched the new film with Katie, what's her name? The one who was married to Tom Cruise. Katie, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I've watched that, loved it, loved everything. I don't like reading like The Power and all, or the ones that came after it, because I just feel like they're regurgitating the old stuff. So this one isn't about that. It's about well, I'm only a couple of pages in, to be fair, but if you've ever read a book called The Chimp Paradox, I feel like it's that, but secreted, if that makes any sense. So I'll let you know how I go with that. And then this one, which I have started reading, and my best friend bought me this for Christmas, and it's so beautiful. The lessons in it are gorgeous. This one, it's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And I mean, even just as a let's look at this book, it's just beautiful. The illustrations and things. My washing's done, in case you can hear that beeping. But that's a really good book, and it's one I want to read to my grandchildren as they grow up. There are a couple of books that I have Audible read. Do you like my new phone case? Case to find. Let me see if I can, let me just get my Audible, my library. So there's one called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Amazing. It is a revolutionary book. The only problem is it's great on Audible, but it'd be so much better if I had the print version, so I'm gonna buy the print version of that. Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, Living the Wisdom of the Tao. That is Dr. Wayne Dyer. I like that book. There's a book called The Sweet Spot. It's not technically law of attraction, but it does put you in a great mind frame. That's actually where this book came from. Because she talks about like that kind of thing, like stop thinking about the massive things, because they don't come along very often, so you want to feel the joy every day, so find the little things that give you joy. That's where that came from. Manifest Now, Idil Ahmed. I think that's how you say that name. Money and the Law of Attraction, Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks. Do you know what? I've got You Are a Badass in here. It says I finished it. Oh dear. Anything by Gabrielle Bernstein. Read anything of his. Amazing. Again, there's a lot of refer to figure this if you work on this worksheet, so print copies would be better. A Course in Miracles. I also have the print copy of that, and I got the Audible copy because I found the print copy just, it's like reading the Bible. It's very difficult to do. Audible's no better. I've got one called, am I allowed to swear? I'm going to show you that one. Good. It says I've got the power in here, and I've never read it, so maybe I'll give it a go. Oh, and there was one called The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. Again, not a law of attraction book, but in terms of putting you in a great mindset, it's unbelievable. And it's her voice, so it's a great one. If you don't know who Shonda Rhimes is, she did Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, and more recently Bridgerton. So there you have it, guys. That is my guide on how to feel grateful to manifest your wildest dreams. I hope it helped. Again, like I said, let me know if you've got any hints and tips on how, or any other ideas on how to feel grateful. They really worked for me, but I know I'm not the same as everyone else, so I'd love to share other ideas as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And don't forget, I'm here for you every Monday and Wednesday. Monday is a home interiors DIY kind of video, and Wednesdays is always a vlog, which is proving more and more challenging in a lockdown. But I can't wait to see you again soon, guys.